final question, because I know you have to go soon. When you look at all of your interviews, and at this point, there's hundreds of them, if not 1,000 plus, your all-time favorite Charlamagne interview you've ever done? I don't think I've ever asked you this before in all the years that we've known each other.
Oh, man, I just did it. Judy Blume.
Okay. I saw that.
Judy Blume. I've always, I grew up, reading Judy Blume books because my mother was an English teacher, and she would always say to me, read things that, don't pertain to you. So when I would go in the library, I would pick up these, books that, had these white people on the cover, the Judy Blumes and the Beverly Cleary. And, what I realized, even as I got older, the reason I love Judy Blume is simply because of the storytelling and because she actually talked about things of socially redeeming value in her books, whether it was addressing racism in Iggy's House, whether it was addressing, finding your faith and Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret. And now that I'm a father of 4 daughters, understanding, how young women think when they're growing up and going through puberty and, all types of other stuff, whether it was Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, or books like Deanie, all of those type of books. And I just grew up liking Judy Blume, and I realized she's just a great storyteller. Same reason I love Killer Mike is the same reason I love Judy Blume. Same reason I love Jay-Z is the same reason I love Judy Blume. And I would always talk about Judy. I talk about Judy on Breakfast Club. I talk about her in, different interviews because the question they used to ask me was, what's your dream interview that you haven't done yet? Because I've sat down with so many people, so many of my different heroes that I love. And I was like, I always would say Judy Blume, Judy Blume. And like about 4 or 5 years ago, she sent me an autographed copy of Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret. But she lived down in Key West. And so the movie came out a couple weeks ago. The Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret movie. It came out in theaters. And so, and her documentary is on Amazon Prime now. So the documentary Judy Blume Forever came out one Friday. Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret came out another Friday. So throughout the year, since the beginning of the year, she's been kind of doing press for this stuff. And so she called me she came to New York and she asked me just to come see her. So I went to go just see her in New York, just to say what's up, just to meet her. And we kicked it. And then she told me to come down to Key West. And so me and my wife, we flew down to Key West, which is beautiful, by the way, because, Judy and her husband, George, they got a movie theater in Key West and they got a bookstore in Key West. So we just went down there and, kicked it. And then that led to, us having the conversation that you see on, YouTube now. And then I went back to Key West to go to her movie premiere for Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret. So, that's just somebody who I've always looked up to as a storyteller. And now that's somebody who I can actually, call a friend. You saw her, she was on Andy Cohen saying how much she loved me. And I appreciate that because I love her too.
Love it. I love it. Well, Charlamagne, listen, you and I go back 20 years. I would, like to say that I was the first person outside of South Carolina that recognized your talent and reached out very early on in the same way. This is one of the things I pride myself on is I love to see the up and coming content creators. And I've always reached out and offered whatever OG advice they're willing to take. You, academics, Adam 22, Sean Cotton, the list goes on and on and on of people that I've seen come up that I've, reached out, had relationships with, had them on my platform, went on their platforms whenever they asked. Matt Hoffa is another person, that I always push to do this type of stuff. And now he's doing very well at it. And I definitely appreciate our relationship over the years. You've helped me out with some business stuff. I'm sure I've helped you out in my various ways when you've, we're going through things and so forth. And I love how you and I have continued to sort of elevate and have built these businesses and have taken care of our families and are still essentially the same people that are still doing the same, still pursuing the same visions that we originally had when we first started. Yes, we've evolved, but the same overall direction. The way I started Vlad TV in 2008 was basically the same way that Charlamagne started on the radio in South Carolina. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And man, listen, thank you so much for coming in. And, next time I'll be on your platform.
And the feeling's mutual. And we not stopping.
Nope.
Vlad, we got a lot more to do. And that's the funny part. People don't even understand, just the business aspect of things and what we're building towards. But, one day you're just going to look up and you're going to see, and you know, the Wall Street Journal, you know, Vlad TV just sold for $500 million or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? Same thing over here. You know, SBH Productions, Black Effect just, you know, sold for $400 million, $500 million. Who knows? You know, but stay tuned. That's all I can tell people. Stay tuned.
That's what it is. Until next time, peace.